Mwabiri sete. Okay.
I'm called retired Lieutenant Moses Magufuli, a former MP aspirant in Tunga Municipality on NRM ticket. I'm working as a National Chief Coordinator for Transformer Cadre Association Uganda. This is an association that was formed after all NRM cadre lost elections due to poor policies at NRM Secretariat. There is a proverb saying that a revolution without a patriotic revolutionist is not a revolution. NRM is a revolution. And it's we supporters to keep NRM in power. We are the first victims of the register. So we thought it was fundamental to be consulted before inviting His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, to launch the register. Why hurry? Why hurry for register? As if there is no other problem in the country. Is the registering, is the updating register a priority? We have so many problems. Look at the parliament. Look at Harris. Look at the roads. So many problems. Corruption. Why hurry? Anyway, it's a mandate to update our register. Take example. Now students at school. You are registering students at school. How are you going to capture them? Sometimes I also wonder, a country like Uganda, Kumbe, the Minister of ICT and the guy is from Richiga. Kanungu, yes. Kanungu is the Minister of CIT. I thought the Minister of CIT would have proposed NRM to have a biometric registration. How can a government like Uganda to have register money? So to me, I don't have much to say, but my point is it was a mistake by the NRM to invite the President to launch this register without first consulting us to give our President the first-hand information, because we suffered because of the register.
Countrymen, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for participating in the ongoing NRM registration, and want to thank our dear President for always thinking about how can we rebuild, how can we reaffirm Ugandans that indeed NRM is a mighty party. To our disagreement, some of us who participated in the recent election for the NRM, the registers were actually the root cause of all the problems. We had many challenges in the register. That's why a directive came that whoever was on the line should vote for the candidate. But right now we have an opportunity. We have time to update the registers. We have time to register new voters who are going to support the NRM. But it's so unfortunate that the process has been rushed. We have districts like, may I come from Rwanda West. We don't have even the old registers. You go to a polling station, you find only, actually the register has 15 people who have registered. Yet on ground we know that the area, the village has around 300 voters who subscribe to the NRM. So our concern is, actually the process has been rushed And as a result, we have already seen the vote rigging. Because what is going to happen, someone has hidden the registers. Then eventually, when the voting day comes, we are going to find many people have been knocked off. I recall very well when the president was commissioning this exercise. He mentioned two things. One, voter register update and voter register. But for us in Rwanda, we are only registering. So we are not updating. If someone is in Kampala, it's an assumption that Chairman LC1 on the ground knows that someone belongs to the community. So they would update and say this one never died, he never migrated. But the challenge we're having right now, we don't know who is going to appear in the register. The challenge we have as Kigezi region is value addition. You go to different regions, they have 10 factories. But us in Kigezi, if you start making pancakes, the URI alone itself will come for you. That's why poverty is biting everyone in Kigezi. People are crippling with poverty. Parents cannot send their children to school. Families no longer have what to eat for tonight. Now you bring the registers, again you are bringing this mess here. So me, I would ask actually the president, and we have formidable ministers in charge, leading the country, to find that the area like Kigezi, we are promised an iron ore factory. But instead of the factory coming up, we don't know what is happening. We see everyday trucks ferrying stones from Kigezi region. That is an embarrassment to us. We need value addition for Irish potatoes. Because you find the Kigezi region is the largest producer of Irish potatoes, but we don't have any value addition machines, no factory for that. So instead of bringing registers, which we know already are compromised, I would urge our leaders, especially the NRM government, also think about Kigezi. Because Kigezi, people are doing badly. Poverty rates are increasing every day. So that would be very challenging for us. They call upon the responsible individuals to kind of, hold that process. Let them first give us the old registers. They are put at the village so that we can compare and know how many died in the register, how many are still around, how many would wish to be, to change the voting location. Minus doing that, I'm seeing this exercise as null and void, because it is going to bring that confusion at the end of the day. We are going to see malpractices again happening, and we are going to see more people get intrigued within our party. Of course, there are many factors which are affecting us. Many issues we are having as a region, as Kigezi. Because as we are here, we are speaking on behalf of Kigezi region. We had voting by lining up. That is an old traditional way of voting, especially within our democratic principles. Voting by line-up, me personally would think it would be abolished, and we resort to electronics. The world is advancing every day. But if you find you can still rely on paperwork, now we would be having, the NRM has the capacity to introduce voting by electronics, to update registers, make sure that whoever is a registrar has a computer, immediately they feed in the information, then we can have credible voters. But as we speak right now, that one is going to be another problem. Someone can go and manipulate the system. Of course, I've said above all, if the government, NRM government cannot provide all the old registers, I see the practice of registering in Rwanda West and Rwanda East, it is null and void. Because already it is compromised. When you go on ground, at my polling station, we are over 300, but you find the registrar has only 25. So that is an embarrassment. Thank you very much.
Media, my name is Isidoro Tumusime, and I come from Buchimbiri. I contested as an NRM candidate in the NRM primaries of 2020. And I'm at the same time Muzukuru coordinator, Kigezi sub-region, under the office of the national chairman. The national chairman being our president. In addition to what my colleagues have said, we have an ongoing NRM membership registration exercise, to which the president, in his words, said that he needed a credible register when he was addressing us last month at the NRM Secretariat at Prot 13. The president said he wanted a very credible and genuine register. He addressed the district registrars, district admins, district NRM chairpersons, and the ONC team that was present that day, and all members of the top hierarchy of the NRM. But as we talk now, today is the last day. And for us as people who are mostly affected by the register, we felt it important to come and address some of the challenges that we saw last time that actually need to be corrected. We still have a window. We have 5 days ago that the party had put forward, but we think an extension should be afforded by the party, by the Secretary General, to ensure that everybody is registered. Case in point, Rubanda district. When we talk about Rubanda, why are we talking about Rubanda? Rubanda district, in the whole of Kigezi region, is the only district where they are doing fresh registration. In my own district, Kisoro, and on my own polling station of NRM, the village, my name is in the register. And I was updated, I was at home yesterday but one. So we wonder why Rubanda is the only district where there is fresh registration. And fresh registration means that the people are putting in more time. You get it? And also, the confusion it has caused it. People are not at ease. People are not comfortable. Why only Rubanda? Remember that the neighbors to the districts, for example, those from Hamutora village, who are neighboring Butengo village in Kisoro, are asking why the register in Butengo is already documented, the names are there. And the one of Hamutora does not have names. It's a lot of confusion. And you know nowadays, information can move very fast. People from one end of Kigezi sub-region, let me say Maziba, Kavu, are able to get information which is coming from Kisoro. In Inomina, we've been seeing this information moving on social media. Then the other issue is the issue of voter education. We know the party put across mechanisms for addressing voter education, but it was not sufficient. Because, for example, we used to have people moving with megaphones, telling people to go and register. Those ones this time round were not there. The only area where I've seen some bit of education being done is Kawere municipality, where Edison Political took it upon himself and the NRM chairman to really pass a vehicle with the public address system, telling people to go and register. But this didn't happen in other parts of the region. It has not gone well. It should be, these issues must be addressed. Then the other issue is the issue of children. I have been at Kabirizi today, checking on the exercise. Now, at Kabirizi there is a secondary school. Not one, Kabirizi is under Rwanda Town Council. There are several secondary schools around there. And so, school-going children or students are in school. Some of them are boarders, others are day students. But remember, our children study from different parts of the country. So a child who is studying from Kampala, including those at university, by the way, the party is for all of us. Why would you say the children, and actually very mature children in A level, in senior 6, are very mature. They are future leaders of tomorrow. So why not afford them the opportunity of being registered? Because the guideline says you must appear in person to be registered. I have the guidelines here, and I'm one of the key persons who have been explaining the guidelines to the public. I've been on radio more than 7 times. Leaders of tomorrow, they are members of the NRM party who were in the, for example, for the case of Rubanda, they were in the register. Because now the register is, we are now doing fresh registration, they are defranchised. So are we building, are we breaking? You see the logic now. So we are breaking our own party by not registering the young cream of this country. So that is another area that needs to be addressed. Then the other issue is people. Every one of us know that to survive, you have to look for, you have to look for survival. And we look for survival in different places. You look for a job. There are some of us, as we talk now, my brother here, Mr. Apuri, are you a Mchiga from Kabale? You are from Kamwenge. Kamwenge, Chitarwenda. Now you are here working in the Kabale. So the exercise, 5 days are not sufficient to allow you to travel and you come back. Maybe you may not even have transport. You get it? So it's a huge challenge for our working class. Some of our people are working as far as Nebi.
Even abroad.
Abroad. Some are abroad. You know the other group, the one who go outside the Saudi Arabia, they call them. But some of them are even leaders, NRM leaders in our communities. You don't afford them the opportunity to register. Because this registration could even be done online.
That's what we are proposing for.
You get it? So we are proposing the processes for registering members must be digitized, so that even someone in Nigeria, a Ugandan, and a member of the NRM can be able to register and vote and participate in the democratic processes of this country. Then the other issue that I found on the ground, and we want to definitely, as NRM aspirants, we took it upon ourselves because we are the most affected. You know what it means to lose an election. You know what it takes for you to contest in Uganda. You put in all the little that you have, whatever, friends you solicit and do what, but you end up losing. So the reason why we are talking, someone may question why we are here. The main reason is we are the most affected. We sold our properties to contest. You all know politics. It is money. It is money. You put in money. Even if for you to appear on the ballot, you must pay money. You pay 2 million first to the NRM party. We have the receipts, actually, we didn't bring them here. But we shall parade them along the passage of time. So, it is a very costly exercise. And we are really grossly affected. So that's why we are here. So the party can listen and give us, we are proposing to the Secretary General to give the people an extension of more 5 days. At least we've already done the mobilization. The 5 days we've been registering, let me say the registration and the mobilization, and the message has already sunk on ground. Give the people more 5 days. I'm very sure that is not very expensive. You get it? Our party chairman can afford to pay that. And we get everybody registered. This village at Innocent at your village, only 143 people have registered.
And we have over 300 voters.
But that polling station has over 300 NRM members. So only half have registered. The other half are not.
That is already injustice to other people.
That is an injustice. So, because we all, the NRM party is a party we all love. Actually, they say some people do not like to get criticism, constructive criticism, or to get feedback. But I can tell you, someone who gives you feedback and tells you,
is your friend.
Innocent, there is something you need to improve here. That one is your best friend. If someone sees your mistakes and they cannot tell you, you know they are seeking you down. That is not your friend. Because the next day you will fail and lose your money. So we are saying the guidelines were also grossly misunderstood. Very good examples here. And I like the Secretary General. Today morning, the Secretary General issued a circular addressing some of the challenges. For example, where do you register people of 16 and 17 years? The guideline says you register those ones at the end of the register, the yellow book. There is a page there. It is more than enough to accommodate 200 names. Now, most of the registrars on the ground do not understand this guideline. So most of our people, 16 and 17, are not registered. Remember, a person who is 17 years now, next year they qualify to vote. Because our NRM primaries will be around September. Let me say September. So we are in March, meaning this person has another year ahead. So why not register this person? And you have the name, fine. You may not have that person in the register, but at least you have the database. When the time comes, this person is going to be what? To vote. Then the people of 16, those ones of 16 will vote in the EC, the general election, which is 2026. 2024, add 2 years, these people qualify to vote in 2026. You understand? That's why the NRM said, we want to know these people. But our registrars misunderstood this whole thing, especially the village registrars. Why did this happen? It's because we did not have sufficient time to train them.
No, people are sleeping on the job.
then the other people are sleeping on the job. So we are saying this confusion can only be managed by allowing more time by the SG and the party chairman, allowing more 5 days for people to come and register, for people to internalize these guidelines and understand them. We've done our part, but maybe the medias we are using may not have reached everybody. This would help to even get more patriotic members of our party. We think some of the people who won elections are not patriotic. And that's what it is. We've seen people go against the NRM party chairman and start talking this and that against the party. This is what we're trying to avoid by saying, let this exercise be extended for more 5 days.